Hello and most welcome, Kalle Lundahl, to yet another experimentation in the Alexander technique. We have now come to number 33 of the series, and it's a nice smile there. There is a connection between smiling and development, happiness, joy, and balance in body and soul, especially the soul. We have, as Iain McGilchrist says, become overly serious in the modern age. When I encountered academia, it was just serious faces, grave, and they lacked every hint of knowledge, yes. I think, what is evil really? What could it be? Is it something hidden somewhere we never see? I don't think so. I think evil is the seriousness. That's the only evil that could be. Where there is no joy, no spirituality, we have evil. Where there is no oppositions coming in nice conclusion, as in the body, when we gesture and we talk, and when we think and when we move. This is one of the reasons that often the Alexander technique is called thinking in movement. The two contradicting things at the same time. And this is what we will train today, as we did earlier episodes. Together with joy and happiness. So Kalle, maybe you can initiate by yourself. See if you can go into the monkey. Keep that smile at the back of your head and think that there is a little ant, if you like ants, walking.
What is the insect which gives good luck in English? The red. Is it beetle? No.
No, I don't know.
The red insect that.
I think of that one. I know what you mean. I don't know what it's called in English.
In the revolution, French Revolution, if you get this red thing here,
yeah,
you get benådad.
Mm-hmm.
What is it called?
Pardoned.
Pardon, thank you.
Yes, I don't know what it's called, but yeah, I know what it is. It's red with white spots.
Yes.
Red with white spots. What is it called in English? Let me check.
Because it's cute. Ants are not cute. They're creepy. Creepy. Ants are creepy. We don't like creepy things.
It's called ladybug.
Ladybug. Ladybug.
A ladybug.
I imagine a ladybug.
A ladybug. They are very positive creatures. They do a good thing in nature because they eat lice.
Lice.
And lice are no good.
Lice.
Because they eat the plants. Happy thoughts and a smile at the back of your head. You're widening nicely. You can actually keep your head as an extension of your back, so as to prepare for the Sandra Namaskar or something similar. Think a lot of space in between your shoulder blades, if that makes any sense. Lengthening, you are lengthening nicely. See, you are having nice movements here in the hip. So if you always move there, it will be much easier to get a nice position when you're sitting. So if you, instead of bouncing down like this and collapsing and getting over serious, you could keep the freshness, and if you go down to the chair for your work, you start with the monkey, and the monkey leads you down like this.
Ladybug.
Ladybug, be helpful. Let's need to pause the music here. So that's much better. It also has a lot to do with attention. Iain McGilchrist speaks about the left and the right hemisphere. In the right hemisphere, we can have an extended attention, so we can bring in what's around as well as what you have in your mind, your thinking things. That's the double entendre. It's very nice. Look, you're coming up smoothly. You are using your back, and you can also go down if you want to. So this is your hip. Something that you've forgotten maybe a couple of years.
30 years at least.
It's now coming back. So for each joint you learn, you will learn new ones, like your elbow. That will keep you from getting sort of elbow problems, which is so common. Let's see if we can get you to extend a bit more. To give the head a nice angle, this would be nicer. This way. Now your head is extending, go that way, pointing. So either if you're bending down, if you want to pick up an object somewhere, you can also use this. So I bend down for my shoe. Instead of collapsing down, I can be upward and still bend down like this. I'm using my hip, and then I take my knees and I can stretch, and I don't lose what's around me. I don't go into the action. Go into the action, I mean that we narrow the mind. So there is a very nice connection between narrowing the mind and narrowing your body. It's the same thing. And I think in this connection is very helpful what we learned from David McNeil. And it's that the gestures, which are on the outside, combined with language, which is more on the inside. So, yeah, you're automatically thinking directions here. I can feel it in your arm. So this is direction. The thing you're doing now. So don't be worried if you do it correctly. You are doing it correctly now. It's much easier to move your arm. And your shoulder blade are coming in nicely into the movement as well. It's very good. Your left hand, you are left dominant, aren't you?
Yes.
So even here, and the direction is forward even if you go back like this. The same weird thing is for the head. So even if you're going down to the chair or somewhere, your head goes up. It always goes up. There is a good reason for that. For the only thing that a back can do is to extend. That's the only movement it can produce. It cannot do other things. And this is exactly what you need when you move about, when you do things. Even when I'm speaking here, my back should extend, constantly extend. It has to do with the construction of the back. I don't like to get technical, but the different cervicals are like this, and what we can do is get more space in between the cervicals. So extend. And now we have a very nice extension going on. Looking very good. Very good. I see you're also widening here, and that helps the shoulders to get into the action. Because, as I said, the shoulders are part of the arms. They want to be in on the action, and that will make all movements smoother. Even when you work in the mouse. So don't lock your shoulders. Let them be happy and enjoy whatever you are doing. So, very good. Go to a preferred activity of sorts.
The sun greeting. Surya Namaskar.
Surya Namaskara!
This morning we got excellent insights when we studied the paper by David McNeil.
David McGilchrist, yes.
Growth points, lecture number 1979.
1979.
When Steven Weinberg got his Nobel Prize.
Nobel Prize.
Weinberg.
Mr. Weinberg. Up until recently the most influential physicist.
He passed away in 2 years ago, 2021. Weinberg. We have to check out his latest book from 2021. Yes, so back to Dave McNeil. So McNeil says that gestures and speech came at the same time.
Indeed they did.
And we using Stephen M. Rosen's neologism, whole, that is W within parentheses, we made
W in parenthesis.
we arrived at an excellent observation,
Yes, indeed.
namely gestures could symbolize the wave function in quantum physics,
Indeed it could.
and speech being consists of syllables and interruptions and breaking points, etc.
Yes, yes.
Symbolize particles in
Particles.
particles in quantum physics. So gestures,
Particles.
wave and speech, particle in quantum physics superposition, or rather, yes, in the quantum physics position. And to return to the neologism, whole, we can say that the W
The W.
in whole stands for also for wave.
A wave, yeah. Why?
Gestures.
Yes.
While without the W in whole, we have the particles.
The particles.
The particles.
Do you make a stop there? And here, yes. There you go. So keep that smiling face and the ladybug running at the same time. Let them both go.
So W in whole stands for wave and gestures. And with W in whole we have particles standing for speech. Yes, we are getting at the image of wholeness in life in quantum physics. There is no separation anymore.
No separatedness, nothing, everything involved.
Unity in opposition, whole, waves and particles, gestures and speech.
The instability is also of the bodily system, I would say, and I'd also would infer the left and right hemisphere creates an instability that leads to something forward, something you can develop. Very good. Yes. Keep that nice balance. And widen here, does it make sense to widen between?
Yes, absolutely. Like a wave.
You're widening nicely here. Very good.
Now, the yawning dog. Wow.
So I can get you into the photo here as well.
The yawning dog. Wowie. Wow.
The left and the right hemisphere, the right is having some sort of humor and can see other parts of reality. The left, which has taken over academia today, is just linear, analytical, atomistic, fragmenting. And it leads automatically to worldview without free will, any spiritual development, and so on. We need the wholeness as well.
Both with W and without W.
Indeed. So when you're in this difficult position, see if you can make a stop here and let's see, open up for a little bit more freedom here in your neck. Yes, that's nice. That's very nice. You keep the freedom. And I think it's because you open up your elbows better now. Very good. So even in this difficult position, one can uphold balance and easiness. Doesn't it feel easier now than it did maybe 2 months ago?
Imagine a ladybug on my nose.
Very good. Very good, yeah.
And a big beach in front of me with a Cancun sea.
The sea, yeah. That's good imaginatory. Looking good.
Yes,
Lengthening the back and continue to do that. Very good. And think of the head as pointing still. Oh, it's good. And keep your attention to the surrounding and your inside at the same time. So we don't have to do either or, so we can only think of the inside or only the outside. The more you can do both, Kalle, the better you will become balanced, or the better the balance would be. You are pointing very nice. Yes, you're free. So you remind yourself of being free, which you just did, which is good, and you are pointing. You are pointing like a clock shower in a clock. Whatever that's called in English. So do continue whenever. Pointing, fantastic. Very good. Wow, what a progress. You can imagine how David McNeil and Wittgenstein is also helping out. Fighting monosemia wherever it erupts. So even this, you can stop for a while there, widen here, try to get the arms intertwined. And think of a direction going out of the fingers, like that. No need to move them excessively, but that's much better, yeah. So you are directing your thinking actively. And of course that is made possible by the opposition between gesture and thinking, or gesture and language. Very good. Sorry for interrupting, do continue.
Syrjana laskeva.
Mm.
33.
Very good. You can continue to, yeah.
Okay, I'll go on my own here. Or
No, I'll see if I can give you a hand here. So you widen here. I think actually we're going to sit on the chair. If you move around, please. So as I So stand before it and you in the other way.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'll turn you this way. Continue. That way, yes. Excellent. And I'll put you into the monkey. Yes. So you're much more balanced now, since you've been thinking actively about direction.
Mm.
So your head now has a very nice balance on the top of the neck column.
Mm.
I can feel that in my hands. There's very little tension, at least compared as before. And also your hands are warm, and much warmer than they were before. So this is what happens, your body comes to life again.
Mm.
And you start getting more and more like impressions from it. Have you felt that during the days?
This night I woke up with a lot of energy, so
Ah.
I was forced to calm me down to do the sun cream twice.
Oh, did you know?
And I did a lot of gymnastics and kicks in the middle of the night because I woke up with a lot of energy.
That's
and
what.
then I slept again.
Good. And did you sleep well?
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
Fantastic.
It was only this eruption of energy in the middle of the night.
This is what happens because the blocks, the tensions that we keep, they block the energy.
Mm.
And once it gets out, it can almost be explosive.
Mm.
So I do recognize that. And the biggest blockage is, of course, here.
Mm.
So even a little opening there will open all of the rest of the body up.
Mm.
And this is what I see now in front of me. And it's looking very good. I'm a bit curious here if you can, yes, you can only go into the monkey by yourself here. You do it yourself here actually. Wow! And you can keep that nice balance here. So freedom here, even if you move. And now I'll show you how you get to the chair. The chair is behind you. So you can just go down on it and don't fall too much. Yeah. So this is the position. Because you go down in the monkey, you are now directly situated on the sitting bones.
Mm.
So you have the monkey balance here. So when I move you like this, you are on the sitting bones.
Mm.
So this is an enormous advantage with doing the monkey before you sit down.
Mm.
You automatically get in exactly the right spot.
Mm.
So you don't have to sit down like this and, where are my sitting bones? Oh. No. Prepare and go down via the monkey. And here you sit on the sitting bones. And you can partake in whatever you want to do, write, draw, the computer. So you are already in an excellent position and also in a good position to get out. So I will now take you out of the chair. The only thing you have to do is to pull in your feet a bit. Yes. So, and you continue. Yes, and I'll take you up. You don't need. Yeah, very good, fantastic. You came up almost without any tension because you're projecting upwards. And the same thing you do when you bend, I saw earlier. You project upwards even if you go down, like this. It's still upwards. It's weird, I know, but this is what you're doing because the only way the column can go is to extend. Whereas your arm can do other stuff, but the column is just extension. Looks excellent. This. You do nod, and you have that nice balance. And I end here with a mugshot. Thank you very much, Kalle Lundahl. Great applause to you. Very well performed.
Thank you.